and welcome to the Next Gen training series. This video training session is about disinfecting high-touch surfaces which are commonly called touch points. Please refer to our understanding and using disinfectants for a more detailed session on disinfectants and their use. To use disinfectants, you need to understand how they work. Each disinfectant is approved by the EPA for specific pathogens based on submitted and approved test data. Always check the label or the tech data sheet for the list of pathogens the product is approved for. Dwell times refer to how long the surface needs to be wet to kill specific pathogens. Many disinfectants have dwell times that vary depending on the targeted pathogen. Make sure you are aware of the minimum kill time needed to kill the specific pathogens you are targeting. Always use the longest dwell time for the group of pathogens you are targeting. For example, if you are targeting influenza and COVID-19, and influenza has a dwell time of 3 minutes and COVID-19 has a dwell time of 5 minutes, you would use 5 minutes as your dwell time to cover both pathogens. All disinfectant labels and SDSs will have specific recommendations for personal protective equipment and other safety considerations. Please check them as you proceed. Disinfectant labels will detail the approved methods of applying and using the disinfectants, including any instructions for pre-cleaning the surface. Touch points are important areas to focus on because transmission occurs where many different people are touching the same surface. There are several common methods of disinfecting that we will show in this session. This does not preclude other approved and effective methods. The first thing we want to do is prevent cross-contamination by taking pathogens from one surface and spreading it to another. If you are using a cloth, you want to utilize all 8 sides of the cloth by folding it into a quarter fold and then change the portion of the cloth as you move from area to area. If you are using disposable towels or wipes, you would discard the towel when changing surfaces to prevent cross-contamination. Disinfectants require the surface to be pre-cleaned of any visible soil. This means that you clean the surface first, then apply the disinfectant. The disinfectant can be used for both cleaning and disinfecting. Microfiber cloths and pads are a good tool to use because the material will pull away the dirt and leave the disinfectant to dwell. This can be done in one step if the surface is not visibly soiled. A common method is the spray and wipe application. With this technique, you simply spray the surface with the disinfectant, wipe it clean, and then spray the surface again and let it air dry. A common term for this method is spray and wipe, then spray and walk. You can also spray the cloth directly and apply the disinfectant to the surface. A similar method is to use a squirt top and apply the disinfectant directly to the pad or cloth and then wipe the surface. A more efficient method for tables, desks, and other large surfaces is to use a microfiber pad on an adjustable pole. You apply the disinfectant directly to the pad and then wipe the surface. The submerge technique utilizes a pail and cloth or pad. With this technique, you come off of the surface, rinse the cloth or pad in clean water, wring it out, and then submerge it in the disinfectant and wring that out. There are also charging buckets and systems available that will do this automatically. We recommend a double pail to prevent cross-contamination. Using a mechanical sprayer with a disinfectant is the most efficient method for applying disinfectants over a large area. We recommend pre-cleaning with the microfiber tool and pad for large areas and then spraying. So what are touch points? Touch points are any areas that numerous people are commonly touching. This includes doorknobs, push bars, light switches, telephones, office desks, student desks, elevator buttons, railings, fork trucks, workstations, virtually any area that is in contact with different people. We will now show several common touch points. We will also show the different techniques for some of the touch points. Keep in mind that any of these techniques will work.